changing 4 quarters for $1 isn't really
No.
a good idea at the end of the day, right?
Welcome to the Garage Audit. My name is Yvan, and this is Thor Media. Today we're here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and friends of the channel will recognize my car up in the lift getting new tires. But at the same time, we're here to meet André Corriveau from Slick Automotive Solutions. Let's go inside. André,
Hey,
how are you doing?
I'm good. Nice to see you again.
Yes. Your crew is doing a great job on my cars.
Excellent. Thank you. All right.
So I've known André for 15 years anyways.
Yeah, almost.
Somewhere around there.
10 plus for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his passion is tires, but his business is detailing.
Yes.
Or you've managed to combine both.
Wheels and tires and detailing.
Yeah.
Depending on the season, we'll do a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the tire season, we're heavily invested in the tires.
Yes.
And we try to move the detailing and kind of fit it around stuff.
Right.
And then in the off season, we tend to do a lot of detailing and ceramic coatings and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. In Canada, or at least in this area, you have to have winter tires from a certain date to a certain date. So that really helps tire shops.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And, because of that, we don't have a situation like you would have in southern U.S. where people just completely wait till their tires are completely done and then change them,
Yes.
right? So if the tire is like 30%,
it's time to change it.
They'll change it before winter,
Yeah.
or they'll change it in the spring. So it kind of does help.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of seasonal changes because of that.
Yeah, we don't see people pulled over at the side of the road with shredded tires here. Like, we travel all over the U.S. We see that frequently.
Yeah.
Here, it's a
Not so
non-issue.
much.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Let's take a look at your shop.
Sure.
See what you've got going on.
Sure.
So this is obviously your reception area.
Yeah, our reception area. Try to make it. We kind of refreshed it a little bit, make it nice and friendly for people.
Yeah.
There we go.
So this area is your tire changing area.
Yeah, so we basically have 2 bays. A lot of it is unfortunately used for tire storage,
Right.
or temporary tire storage.
Yeah.
But 1 main bay, and then whenever we need to use the 4-post lift for lowered cars, stuff like that. Everything is pretty much on dollies. We just slide everything over. And
Okay.
At least it's a more efficient way of doing that,
Yes.
right? It's a 10-minute changeover if we want to use that lift.
Okay.
Or if we really want to use the lift, we can move everything out and use both lifts at the same time.
Right.
Move tires to the other side.
Okay.
But yeah, so
Let's go back and look at the machines.
Yeah.
Because it's an integral part of your operation. So.
Yeah. So in the beginning, when we started with Revaglioli machines, really good quality Italian machines. I have a lot of clients that come to us, and this is not a dig on Hunter. It's actually a praise on Hunter machines. But a lot of times they get their tires balanced on a Hunter machine, and we'll have to rebalance them on our machine. It's 90% a tech issue.
Yeah.
Right, technician issue, right? But the machine has been very good to us, very high precision, and we can actually tune the machine to be more precise than the factory setting.
Okay.
Which helps our business because
Yeah.
we're more higher end cars, a lot of German cars, a lot of high clientele,
Yeah.
a lot of sports cars, track people,
Yeah.
and we need precision for that, right? Yeah.
Well, you have a track car, so
Yes.
that's what got you into this passion
Exactly.
was finding tires.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because as a track car, you
Yeah,
probably go through a few tires in a season.
And that actually was the reason that I started my own shop. Is years ago I had brought my own. I had a Miata
Yeah.
at the time, and I had some beautiful set of wheels. They weren't expensive, but they were pristine. I
Yeah.
brought them to another shop, and I said, "These wheels are perfect. Your machine will not scratch them, right?" No, our machine is great.
Yeah.
And then pick up the car at the end of the day. Every wheel was scratched.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, there's got to be a better solution for this.
Yes.
So that kind of prompted us to, I can definitely do better.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
And an interesting thing is when I bought the tire machines and started my own shop, I had never mounted a tire before.
Okay.
Not even in high school.
Okay.
But obviously there are machines.
Yeah.
And we know that there's a process for it, and it's about learning the process. And in that whole process of learning, we're probably one of the best tire shops in town that take care of customers and do more high-end stuff than anybody else.
Well, the machines, you're not using a bar.
No, we're not using the levers. This is This is an in-case, but they're leverless machines, and that's a much higher end machine, a Hoffman machine.
Yeah.
But and that gives it a little bit of backup. You know, both the balancer's amazing, and yeah, even the 4-post lift is a Revaglioli,
Yeah.
and that lift is a Hoffman. So pretty much only two brands in this side of the tire shop.
Good.
We have a great big compressor
Yeah.
and a backup compressor over on this side.
Always.
So
yeah,
that's enough
essential.
to service the entire shop, including the detailed side, because when we're using air to dry cars and blow
Yeah.
cars and blow seams dry, we have the lines that are run to the other side for
Good.
that.
Okay.
Try to keep everything clean.
Yeah.
And then just right beside you, we have a washer and dryer that we use for the detailing side.
Yeah.
That keeps our cloths all clean.
Excellent.
Liquid detergents only.
Yeah. Perfect.
No fabric softeners.
No, 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 no.
Keep the towels in good order.
Yeah. And so the two compressors, the spare one isn't hooked up at all.
No, we were thinking when I moved into this spot, I had that compressor. It was already here.
Yeah.
I bought it because it's already an integral part of the building. We brought our other compressor. The other thing we could do is just hook it up in line and just use the tank as an extra source of, air volume.
I know you're short on space for tires because the mezzanine above us is all tires.
Yes, it's all tire storage.
But what you could actually do is bring that upstairs, put it in the corner.
Yeah.
When it's upstairs, you bring your air line into the bottom of it, so where the drain normally is.
Yeah.
And then you take your air for the shop out of the top of it. It will act as a natural dryer.
Okay.
And at the same time, any moisture that accumulates into that tank comes back down into your main compressor that you should be dropping every 15 minutes.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what we did in our shop. So we had the screw compressor and the piston compressor on the in the machine room.
Yeah.
And then we had another 80-gallon tank up top that all the air went through that as a filtering mechanism.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. So we'll.
Good.
Any other questions about this side?
No.
We'll walk over to the detailing side and show you that. So on the detailing side, we just roll the car out of here, so you can see the floor is still wet. This area serves primarily as our wash bay. We have a little bit of tire storage because we just have tons of clients. We didn't have that originally.
Right.
We had some racking in there, and we freed it up so we could have more storage, because storage customers, they love you.
Yes.
They will keep coming back because we have their tires.
Exactly.
So it's a great business model to have more storage tire. And what we do differently than any shop in our region, every one of our tires are stored inside, not outside in seat cans.
Right.
So they're not freezing in the winter and losing life in the tires.
Yeah.
And they're not baking in the summer heat.
Right.
And losing life on your winter tires.
Yeah.
So that was a change that we did just last year. And we have our mats washing area there.
Yeah.
Very simple thing. We just basically built a little alcove and covered it with vinyl flooring.
Good.
And it's water sealed.
Looks nice.
It looks nice. It's not. You're not trying to wash on the back of your garage door that we see a lot of shops, or even on, like, we have brick walls and concrete walls in here, and the walls are always dirty if you do that.
Yes.
So
excellent.
we have our bottles. We have our wash buckets in the corner. We have our IK sprayers we'll use for either foaming or pre-soaks, typically on the hard jobs. Yeah. Typically after winter, we want to do a pre-soak on a car that has been through the winter salt and calcium, and it just does a really good job of breaking that down. Yeah. Now there's other products. We can do foaming, non-foaming, all these kinds of things that we're testing out.
Very good.
A lot of cabinets. Yeah. As you taught me, horizontal surfaces will get filthy if you don't monitor them. Yeah. So we try to keep the counters clean. Yeah. We cleaned up a bit before you came. Okay. But they're generally pretty clean. Yeah. And and the top is kind of just a little homage to my racing, and I have a place to put my trophies.
Right. Well, you have trophies there, and the track that you're at a lot, I notice you have a lot of first plates there. So yeah. Depending on the year, sometimes we'll get depending on the vintage of the year that I'm competing in. This is amateur racing. Right.
We drive pretty hard. We're very competitive, but we're competing for $5 trophies.
Yes.
We joke about that, and beers at the end of the night, right?
Exactly.
So the vintage of whatever year we competed in will tell us, okay, this year we had mugs, and then we had little, other years we
Cups,
had cups and mugs, and a few years ago we had plates.
Yeah.
Now we have a little other trophies that we have about 8 trophies at home already for this year.
Okay, good.
So it's been a good year so far.
Yeah, excellent.
And
And
then,
you said
our championship banners are kind of up there.
You started racing in a Miata. Now you're in a GR86.
Yeah, I started racing in a Miata. My first time on track was in 2001. I was racing a Miata in Ontario Time Attack.
Yeah.
And my first debut, I almost won overall, based on what they call PACs.
Yeah.
Which is your driver rating versus how the car should do.
Right.
And I was top 5 in my very first event.
Oh, nice.
And even on my training day, because you have to take a school to be certified to take the track, we have to put a little triangle on the car on the very first day. And then they pulled me in, they black flagged me. Yeah. I was like sweating. What have I done? Because a black flag is not a good thing. It means you're coming off track. We need to talk to you.
Yeah.
And then they basically came in and said, the instructors are mad at you. I'm like, what have I done? And they're like, you're too fast. We're going to take the triangle off. Behave.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my first foray into racing. That was back in 2001, and we kept doing it since.
Okay.
A little sabbatical when the kids were growing up a little bit, but now we're kind of back into it full. And my son is also racing with me.
Oh, excellent.
So
yeah, because I used to race as well.
Yeah.
And if you want to become a millionaire in racing, there's a very, very simple way. Start with 2 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's an expensive hobby, but it's a fun hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we talk about how we handle our washes, we have a wall-mounted pressure washer with a reel up there.
Yeah.
Not a high-end setup. The City of Ottawa water is very good. We don't have to have a bunch of water filters.
Okay.
And we're not going to wash a car and let it sit out in the sun and have to worry about water spots.
No.
So, and everything, because we're luckily we can do everything indoors. So we don't have to worry about it having extra filters.
Yeah.
Maybe if I move into a different shop and then we kind of change the systems and we have an opportunity to upgrade, we might do that. But for now, it's a very effective system. Amazon reel, Princess Auto Hose.
Yeah.
The pressure washer is $150
from Home Depot. Yeah.
Home Depot, and easily replaceable. We have a couple just ready to go.
Good.
At a moment's notice. We have an airline reel on this side, so we can use that to blow at seams, and that's the air that comes from the other side.
Nice trench drains.
We have trench drains running across the shop.
Good.
This side of the shop was an add-on to the other side originally, and this was actually started as a body shop, and they did detailing way back when.
Okay.
You can kind of tell from the big, huge vent up there that it had a big fan, probably for a paint booth on this side.
Good.
So it's not the most efficient layout, but basically what we'll do is the ceramic coatings and polishing in what we call the clean bay, which is the well-lit bay, so we can see everything, all the work we're doing.
Good.
You highlight all the defects. We use, our random orbit polishers. We have 2 or 3 on the go.
Yeah.
Mostly cordless. We try.
Yeah.
Because it's more efficient.
Yes.
And you're not worrying about, yes, you're changing batteries now and then, but you're taking breaks to do wipe downs and stuff like that. So you change them at that time when it makes sense.
Yeah.
But the clean room side, so with the unique layout, we always back a car in and then we can turn it. Even if it's a really long Sprinter van or a pickup truck, we have room. Maybe it takes a few more turns, but we can move it, position it into the clean room and do our polishing there.
Yeah, because the room's about 12 feet wide there and about 35 feet there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's quite unique. And sometimes we'll have customers that don't pick up all the time, then we can squeeze in probably 4 cars.
Right.
If we're careful of how we position them on this side overnight, because everything we value the client, and we're not going to just leave cars outside.
No.
For the customer to pick up next day.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you change in your shop if you could?
It's a good question. I would probably do something where we can have more, what's the word for it? Soft lighting.
Okay.
These lights are great for seeing defects in polishing.
Yeah.
But when you're laying on coatings, the soft light, this hides high spots.
Right.
It may not hide it. Still better than not having lights.
Yeah.
But, it's tricky. We've gotten very good at eliminating high spots.
Right.
You know, wipe and wipe extra
Yeah.
is the motto, right? But I would probably add some soft lighting. Our overhead lights need a bit work. We've talked to the landlord about that, about supplementing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally more lighting.
Yes.
We're decently lit. We could use more lighting.
Yeah.
Always.
Every shop can use more lighting.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
Always more space and more lighting.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the ceiling lights are on. It doesn't show right now.
Yeah, luckily it's sunny outside, so we're
But
okay
there's
that way.
more bulbs that are burnt than there are that are
Correct.
are good. So
Yes.
yeah. And with a 22-foot ceiling, 20-foot ceiling.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Yeah.
It's probably close to 20. Yeah.
Yeah. So a 20-foot ceiling, you're not
It's a
exactly climbing up
scaffold
on
to
a
go
ladder.
up.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not on a ladder. So
No.
good. What got you into detailing?
I always, you know, I came from a construction industry. I was a project manager for construction for many years, but I was always a car guy, right?
Yeah.
I always wanted to wash my car. And, you know, back in the day, I had Volvos, you know, Trans Ams, Monte Carlos, you know, the typical cars
Yeah.
you grow up with. And we would, you know, I only realize now how swirled up the car must have looked
Yes.
when we were polishing it with the wax bonnet and the
Yeah.
two-handed polisher,
Yeah.
and the wax and the bonnet would just fly off all the time.
Right.
And the waxes, in a lot of cases, you know, we would use rubbing compounds.
Yeah.
That was the term. Those are very, very
Rocks in
swirly.
a bottle. Yeah.
You know, so you always want to have a clean car. You're proud of a clean car. I always, you know, like to detail cars and keep them looking good and be proud of what I'm driving. So that got me into detailing. And so when I was looking at starting my own shop, I looked at what do I enjoy to do, right? I like wheels and tires. I'm very knowledgeable in tires and wheels,
Yeah.
but I also really like detailing. And I thought the two would fit well together because they kind of, especially at least in Canada,
Yes.
we don't have 12 months of beautiful weather.
No.
So in January, February, March, we kind of have an off season.
Yeah.
You know, we have the spring tire rush and then the fall tire rush where we
Yeah.
have to put the winter tires back on. And then the detailing can kind of happen in between those spots and fill in all those spots as well.
Yes.
So that's kind of what made sense for us to do the detailing as well as the wheels and tires.
Good. What keeps you in the business?
I love running my own business. I love being able to, this may sound cocky, but I love being able to tell the customer no,
Yes.
because I'm my own boss.
Right.
So we get to control the type of clients that we have.
Yeah. Firing a customer
and-
is always a good day.
Yes. So, and we chat a little bit about that, but you know, it's not always a good thing, but it gives you the ability. You can't do that. If I'm working for somebody, I can't go fire a customer.
No.
Right? But I can as an owner. And what that does is it elevates your standard of clients
Yes.
to a great level that I enjoy coming in and seeing my clients every day.
Right.
I love talking to people. My wife says I talk too much. Talk less, work more.
Yeah.
but I'm very interactive with clients.
Yes.
And that's probably why I like continuing to do this, right?
Right.
It's a little bit of therapy,
Yeah.
right? And you get to do, and because you have your own business, you know, the series that we run in for racing, we'll often have a Thursday evening race, a Friday evening race. So I'll take, you know, Thursday afternoon off, Friday
Yeah.
afternoon off. It gives me the ability to not be in trouble with my boss for
Yeah.
taking too many days off. I can take off the days off that I need. We have a staff here that can kind of look over things
Yeah.
when I'm not
Good.
here.
What is it that you don't like about the industry?
The clients there's a lot of I say self-shopping, I guess. I mean, we have a lot of inferior products that are coming on the market. You know, years ago, you know, when I started
Yeah.
working with you in ceramic coatings, there was basically 3 ceramic coatings on
Yeah.
the market. Choose one of those 3, move
Enjoy.
forward.
Yeah.
Luckily, I chose well. I'm still using the same products
Yeah.
to this day, and I'm happy with the decision I made. But now there's probably 200 ceramic coatings on the market.
Yeah.
And a lot of them aren't really ceramic coatings the way we think they are.
No.
You know, a professionally applied ceramic coating is not the same thing as something you can buy for $40 off Amazon
No.
and apply without polishing your car in an afternoon.
Yeah.
It's not the same level of protection. It's not
No.
the same level of duration. It's not the same end result for the customer. So what we find is using the really good products, every customer that has had a coating
Yeah.
will come back on the next car.
Oh, definitely.
They
Yeah.
always come back. It was one of the business models when I started getting into ceramic coatings, and you had talked me into it at the
Yeah.
time, because I reached out to you just to get some detailing training.
Yeah.
And you're like, what about ceramic coating? So we got into that. And my wife says, why would you do ceramic coatings and do a job once and never see them again? And because they're going to come back.
Yes, they
right? And that's the answer. And
Yeah.
it's a good value. It's a good dollar job.
Yeah.
A very profitable job. You do those. I would rather do more of those
Yes.
than the ones that are unproductive and
Right.
less profitable. Even if you're busy all day long, right? You know, changing 4 quarters for $1 isn't really
No.
a good idea at the end
Yeah.
of the day, right? So we want to build revenue in the business
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
And now your son is joining you in the business as well?
My son is joining me in the business. He works for us part-time.
Yeah.
He's starting to do racing this year as well. We built another race car. So we have 2 race cars that we're campaigning at the moment, both doing very well
Good.
and at the top of their classes. Whether he wants to continue in the business,
Yeah.
that's
Up to him.
it's still very early, right? Because he has other education and career paths that he may want to pursue.
Good.
But we'll see. It's a viable business for anybody when I choose to retire. But
Yes.
I still feel very young, so I'm not looking to hang it up at any point
No.
soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the downside of the business is customer flow, and also on the tire side, there's a lot of buy your tires online and then you go try to get them installed
Yeah.
somewhere, and really that doesn't help you as an operator.
No.
Because a lot of the value I bring is selection, quoting
Yeah.
the right tire for the right purpose.
As an example for me, I gave him the car. He didn't care what car it was. It's how are you driving? What
What do you want?
Yeah. What do you want out of your tire?
Are you going to the track? Are you not going?
Yeah.
And it's not that everybody goes to the track, but
No.
I need to. Yours is a sports car, so BMW Z3.
Yeah.
So automatically, sports car comes into frame. How spirited of a tire do you want?
Yes.
Do you want more mileage? No, we just do touring. I have a lot of clients with Miatas that they're just doing touring,
Yeah.
right? They want a long-lasting tire. So we want to try to evaluate their needs, figure out what they want, and not just be subject to somebody bringing us 4 tires and we put them on.
Yeah.
And we'll never see that customer again.
No.
Because they're not interested in the long-term business relationship with us. They're concerned about that extra $5 that we may want to charge them for something.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? And that's a big deal. The clients that we want to keep are the ones that say, I'm not expecting every customer to say, I'm not worried about the price, just order the right tire. We quote them,
Yeah.
They'll evaluate, they can make the final decision.
Yeah.
But at least most of them will say, Andre, I trust your opinion. What tire do you think is the best for me?
Right.
Just go with that.
Yeah.
And then we'll bring that tire in and we'll install it. So it's very similar on the detailing side. We have a lot of clients that may or may come in for a regular wash. They may need a decontamination wash. We'll evaluate the car.
Yeah.
Whether it's on this instance or it's on the next visit, we'll get them back in, and then we'll say, what, we really could use a really good polishing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't hurt that a lot of times we'll have a ceramic coated car in the bay.
Yeah.
We're washing another client's car and reviewing that with them, and they're like, what did that car get done?
Yeah.
Because that looks great. I'm like, that is not even a new car. That's a 12-year-old car. And
Yes.
it looks amazing, right? So that kind of helps us kind of build the business over kind of long-term, prospects for the client.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, with that, I'm going to leave you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
the visit.